Hey, what's up everybody? Sajin here again, and I'm sorry, I splurged. I have been having a whole lot of fun with my Sajin controller here, if you haven't seen my last video. I got this for some PC gaming and have been having a lot of fun with some PC games and some new stuff I got for Christmas on that. But now the problem is I'm playing PC games too much. And so to help rectify that a little bit, get back into console stuff, I decided to get a fancy Nintendo Switch controller as well. I've actually had my eye on this thing for a while. Normally the price is a little high, but I got it on a holiday sale. It's normally 100. I got it for 70, so not too bad there. But it is the PowerA Fusion controller for Nintendo Switch. I know that they've had a PowerA Fusion series for Xbox for the longest time, but they decided to make a Switch one, and it is highly regarded as the absolute best Switch controller that you can get. But we're going to see about that. I have a couple of Switch controllers here for comparison. Hopefully I'm going to actually do comparisons this time, because I kind of forgot to do that in the last video. But first off is my trusty Switch Pro controller here. As you can see, I use the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 one, which supposedly fixed that issue with the D-pad, and there's actually a ball in there. But overall, I like the design. I like the reddish, pinkish stuff. It's just a little more interesting than your normal black Pro controller, and even most of the other Pro controller designs aren't as interesting looking as this one. But this one I've played through quite a bit, and I like it a lot. I think it was worth paying a little extra for, but that's just me. And then, if you don't want to be incredibly expensive and just throw money at things like me, this is actually one of my favorite Switch controllers or Switch accessories in general. And it's actually a PDP controller, and it actually has some buttons back here that are easily mappable. And this is just a wired controller. It's not wireless, and I don't believe it has motion control or anything like that. The only weird thing about it is it has these really thin triggers back here. They take a little bit of getting used to, but the shoulder buttons feel really good, and these buttons feel really good. But overall, this is a nice, reliable controller. It's got nice grips on the back that maybe you can see a little bit. And the sticks themselves have some grips too, which is pretty nice. But yeah, overall, this is a nice feeling PDP controller, and so I use this a lot too. So we're going to use these to compare how the new controller feels, and I just accidentally smacked the Pro controller there, but that shouldn't cause any problems. Okay. So we're good there. We're going to go ahead and open this Fusion controller up. I have my trusty knife if we need to cut anything open to get to it. Came in a fancy bag along with the enormous box that is behind everything here. Sorry, I'm trying to get that out of the way. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, let's look at the box a little bit here. We got PowerA Fusion. It says Fusion Pro Wireless Controller. Fusion, okay. And it's just showing the black one here, but I'm pretty sure we've got a white option that I will definitely be using. It says it also works with... Oh, Nintendo Switch Lite. Okay. Well, I would hope so. I would hope it does. And it also has mappable Pro Pack and some buttons for the back. I'm not so sure about those, but we'll see. Alright, so... Ooh. Oh gosh, the side is really fancy. This side is really fancy, giving you a taste of that. It's supposed to just be like magnetic plates so you can just remove and easily apply, and that sounds really fun. Oh, look how fancy this looks. Look at all of this back here. So you've got anti-friction rings. That's a good thing because I get a lot of that residue around on my control sticks, which I probably should have shown off. Extra tall thumbsticks. I'm not really sure I'm going to use those. I like the indented ones over here. So those are going to be the ones I stick with probably. Soft touch finish. Magnetic impulse triggers. It has an audio jack, but I've heard that only works when it's plugged in, but that's interesting still. Because Switch controllers normally don't have that, so it's cool that they got that to work in some capacity. Injected rubber grips. The grips look really nice. Hopefully my camera will pick them up for you. Mappable and removable. Yep, and there's the Pro Pack again, if I can angle the camera correctly. All right. All right. Where is the best way to open this? This actually seems really... Aha! We got some... My arch nemesis, these fucking circular stickers. Okay. Time to get out my trusty knife here. Because I do not like these stickers very much. Yes. Yes, fuck the stickers. Fuck them. I can do it without cutting myself, I swear. Alright. And then there's one more over here. Like, why? This one doesn't even make sense. Okay. I think that is all of them, because there isn't one on the front here, I don't think. So we should just be able to pull this out. Oh, this is going to be fancy. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm going to set these aside here. I need a little more room to work with. And we pull this out. Ooh. Okay. Bye. Okay. Oh, look at all this. Oh, that's really cool. I hope the camera's... Yeah, look at that. Camera's picking that up for you. Just all this really cool stuff on the sides of this. I like that a lot. That's so fancy. And we get... Alright, bye. Alright. And... Bye. Alright. And we get our own fancy fusion case for this thing. Also exciting. And we open it up. Oh! Okay. So it also comes with, because it has the wired option, it was stuck to the side there. We've got a super nice braided USB-C plug here. Oh, it's even got the PowerA logo in there. That's cool. Set that aside for now, because we want to get to the main thing. Take this out. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, well it's got a charge on it, because that tried to activate it. Okay. That's interesting. I actually have... So I actually have another PowerA controller. I should have brought it in, but I actually don't use it very much. I have another PowerA controller with these pointed triggers like this. And that feels a little cheap, but honestly they're not too bad. The base of this controller feels really nice. These sticks feel really good. That is like an elongated D-pad. I've been using the that Xbox controller with the circular D-pad, so it'll be interesting to go back for a little bit. Okay, that D-pad feels pretty good. These buttons... Oh, these buttons are a little stiff, but I actually like that. They feel really nice. So yeah, that's all pretty cool. Oh, the front of this is just almost soft feeling, and it's really nice. I like that a lot. And the back of this, let's turn this over to the money shot here. Hopefully my camera picks up this texture here too. Yeah, you should be able to see that. It's got a nice like triangle-based grip here, and that feels really good actually. That feels really nice. And yeah, I keep accidentally hitting these buttons in the back. These are metallic feeling, a little more metallic than I thought they would be, but that's interesting. They're very easy to hit on accident, which I've heard about, and yeah, I'm actually not going to be using those. An interesting thing too is it has this switch up here. It actually switches between Bluetooth and wired connection, so we need to be careful of that. I will try it with a wired connection first and see if we can, or a Bluetooth connection to see if it just works. Okay. And there's that audio jack there. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, this feels really good. I like this a lot. Exciting. Okay. So, okay, so as for the other stuff here, taking this out. So we've got, I don't want them to fall out, but the other sticks here that I'm personally not going to change, I don't think. And then I think under here, yeah, under here we have the replacement thing for the back, if in case we don't want to use those. I'm actually going to do that right now. What is the best way? Oh, okay, it's got a little thing back here. Easy. Okay. And then that can go right there-ish, I guess. Okay. Which way do I want this? Open, close. Okay. So then put that right there, I think. I think it's on. All right, it's on. And so now it's a slightly more standard controller with that. So, nice. Okay. And that feels really good. Really cool. It's got a bit of, I don't know. It's like normally the grip back here is just like round, but there's almost like a flat portion to it when you hold it that you can tell. And it feels kind of nice. I actually like that. All right. So now, the thing I'm most excited for, peel this back, and we've got our super nice, don't break it, okay, our super nice white plate, which is the plate that I would like to use. So I'm going to figure out how to take this off. I saw a lip here. Hopefully that does it. And it's off. Oh my gosh. So simple. All right. And then we just put this one on. Make sure it goes over there. And it's on. Beautiful. Oh, that's great. I like that. I love how simple it is. I've seen a couple more controller companies start doing that magnetic fit, and it's really cool. Because I love changing plates, but I haven't really fooled with taking controllers apart or anything to do it. So that's really great. Do these have different feels to them? Because I almost... Yeah, I think the black one has more of a softer feel than the white does, which is interesting. That black felt really nice. I thought I was going to go with the white, just permanently with this controller, but this black one feels a little nicer, so I might honestly swap them out periodically. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. So that... I want to make sure I put this back in correctly, if there is a correct way to do it. Ah, there we go. I heard the snap. That was nice. So I have this super nice case to put it back in when I'm done with it, and that is awesome. So as you can see, my Switch is over here right now. Why don't we just go ahead and do some stuff with it? I have this fun little off-brand dock here. Obviously, I don't have a TV to plug it into right now, but it's nice as just a stand and to try things out with. It may try to change inputs or not. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Wouldn't it be funny if it just connects? I don't think it's going to do that. Yeah, it's not going to do that. Okay, let's just get that going. Hopefully you can see the screen okay. Yeah, that looks decent. That looks decent. Okay. So obviously we need to go to controllers. Maybe if I do change grip order, that might work. Come on. Yay. Awesome. Very cool. Okay. I've got a bunch of weird random stuff on here at the moment. I actually haven't been on my Switch very recently, so hopefully the game I want to try this on doesn't need to update. I was hoping to try a little bit of Warface, cause just doing the firing range in there. Okay, this D-pad actually feels really nice, as do the buttons. Yeah. Oh, and I just realized right where I had the controller is where the screen is, so we're gonna avoid that. And this game's gonna take a while to start up. I do play Warface every now and then on Switch because the Switch does not have a lot of good, like decent modern shooters. This might be the only one. And even though it doesn't run the best, I still like to play it on here. The Switch players are a little easier than on other systems, I would like to think. Ooh. Is this the title screen? I can hardly... Oh, okay. My back is killing me. I'm trying to find a nice angle for this. Let me try. You good, man? Ooh. There's a, I wonder if my mic is picking that up, but there's this weird clicking when the sticks get to the sides. It's very interesting. I'll put it up to it, like... That's a little louder than usual. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of stuff I was using timed out. That's okay. I can't tell what I'm doing. Can I just back out of this? I will close that. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So if I just go to inventory, and then the test range is D-pad up. All right, here we are. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing, but here, trying to hold this in a way that it's not blocking the screen. Okay. Okay, this controller, aside from the triggers and shoulder buttons, which feel a little cheap, this controller does feel really nice. I'm just not really a big fan of these pointed triggers in the back here. They're kind of weird. The brightness used to be higher in this test range. I don't know why they just turned it down. I thought it was originally for the Halloween event, but apparently it isn't. Yeah, the controller's nice and responsive. It feels really good to hold, and especially that black casing is just really comfortable and soft. Where this one is a little more tougher and a little more common. So while I thought I was going to do the white one, I might not honestly switch back and forth to try and see what I actually like. But this is a nice controller. I'm going to be testing this out a little more. It's cool that I got it. Got a nice sale. And I got a really awesome case to put it in when I'm done with it. Let's actually do some comparisons real quick. I'm going to put that in sleep mode, but that might not actually work with how much we're fooling with the controller here. But yeah, let me do some comparisons before I forget. So obviously, on the side here, let me angle this a little bit better. It's a little bit wider in the back than a standard Pro controller is. Put these a little further back. There we go. That's pretty good. Button placement is about the same, although I feel like the D-pad and sticks are slightly bigger, but it could just be the illusion of these silhouettes that they have on the controller here. And then, of course, there's the difference with the shoulder buttons and triggers. That is a big difference to me, at least. And then with this one, not that many people use this one, but this one has the grips, and well, the Pro Controller's grips are probably closer to the backs of these than to this. This is more like what Xbox is doing with their standard texture grips and like PS5, I guess. And then but yeah. Yeah, it's got that same shape, but this one juts out a little more, as you can see. Um, Also, with this controller, it's got these really small back triggers, or thin back triggers, so you don't really need the space back there as much. And it's just a wired controller, which this controller also has the option of being, but like every wired controller can be a wireless controller, or every wireless controller can be a wired controller, because eventually you have to plug them all in for stuff. But yeah, this is a really cool controller. Um, I'm not quite sure if it's worth the value or not, because it's obviously more expensive than a Pro controller, depending on which version you get, because some of those special editions, like the Xenoblade one over there, can be more expensive. I paid like 90 to 100 for that one. But for 70, I think this is not too bad. I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll have a little more fun with it, and it should help me get back into the console side of things, and that'll be awesome. All right, well, I'm going to go have some more fun, but for now, I will say goodbye, and we'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.